Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube, and I use spirit, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you, the beautiful viewer. And we have a very exciting reading today. Today's reading will be the truth that the person on your mind, your special person, does not want to see either about themselves or the connection. Okay, so we'll see what comes up. But there is something that is hidden or that your person is not wanting to see, maybe deep in their subconscious, or just something that they just don't want to acknowledge or maybe share with you. So 3 piles to choose from today, and the tarot cards we will be using are below the stones here. We will be using oracle cards and tarot cards. For the first pick here, we have this beautiful stone right here for pick number 1, and the Murder of Crows tarot deck. For pick number 2, we have this stone right here, and the Santa Muerte, that's the front of it, tarot, for pick number 2. And for pick number 3, we have the Guardian of the Night tarot and this beautiful stone right here. All right, so feel free to pause the video. Now, like all my readings, you may pick your own energy. And if that's the case, maybe there's something hidden here about in your subconscious that you're not wanting to see or not sharing with your person in regards to information about yourself or the connection. So either which way, you'll know whatever you're resonating with in the pile. So yeah, the picks will be in the description box and in the pinned comment, and I will see you at your pick. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1. You picked this stone right here for pick number 1. So we will get into, I'll put that right here. We'll get into your reading. Now we're taking a look at the truth your person, the person on your mind, does not want to see about either themselves or this connection. Maybe it's something they haven't shared with you. Maybe it's something that they don't want to acknowledge. But we will use the Oracle and Tarot here. So we have the prayer coming out. This part might take a little bit as I'm feeling this one, as we go through these Oracle cards. Sap of the Moon Planet. Now, like I mentioned in the intro, you may be drawn to your own energy. If that's the case, and this sounds more like your energy, then your person's might be in another pile. All right, we have number 54. What is hidden will be revealed. What is hidden will be revealed. Spirit, clear and concise for pile number 1. What is the truth that the person for pile number 1 does not want to acknowledge about themselves or this connection? What hasn't been surfaced yet? Chop wood, number 42. Okay. And we'll put the tarot right there. I'm just going to move these oracle cards out of our way. All right, let's pull some of the tarot. So I'd like to thank you, pile number 1, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy of you and the energy around you. Thank you so, so much. I am so blessed. Thank you for stopping by. We have the 4 of Pentacles. Spirit, for pile number 1's person, what is the truth they are not? I'll be right back. Sorry, it was my home phone. I don't know how many of you guys have home phones, and I wanted to just hang up on the telemarketer who calls me every day at the same time before my answering machine picks up. But yeah, anybody still have their home phone? I'm curious. Anyway, okay, so we are asking spirits about the truth that your person is not wanting to see or acknowledge here about themselves or the connection. Maybe something you're not aware of or something they're not aware of in regards to them, themselves, and their subconscious, or this connection. So we had the Four of Pentacles coming out, and now we have the Four of Cups. That's two fours, talking about stability and balance. And we have the Magician, Major Arcana. We'll pull two more. We'll pull two more cards here. We have the Tower in reverse. All right, and we also have the King of Wands, and he is in reverse. Okay, the message for your pile is actually kind of pretty straightforward here. Yeah, pretty straightforward here, but let's just pick up this energy. Okay, beautiful pile number one. So I feel like your person's fairly held back, okay? And they're used to being kind of in their comfort zone, and they are of the energy and of the mind that if they are to fully allow themselves to immerse themselves in this connection, or allow themselves to let go or let loose or do what they truly feel like doing here, because I feel there's an acknowledgement here for sure of how special this connection is. And I feel specifically how special you are and what this means to this person. I think there's an acknowledgement of how rare meeting somebody like you and having someone like you in their life is. There's an acknowledgement of that, whether your person has told you this or not. I don't think they have, only because, again, there's a fear or there's something here about them holding back and staying in their comfort zone and not wanting to allow themselves to speak this truth and fully manifest what this connection could be all about. Because there's some fear here of their existing stability, their existing world, or what they've built and what they're hanging on to may fall apart. And I think this person puts a lot of weight into their existing stability, their existing world. So either this person still has not had a full awakening in which they are dropping their identity or their attachments, or something about how they live, something about their lifestyle, something about their day in, day out, what they do day in, day out, their consistency. I feel like your person could potentially even be an earth sign. I mean, this pentacle is standing out right in the middle here, although this is the Magician, which is all the suits, but you know, we got the pentacle here as well, and the fact that we have 4 and 4, which is stability. And to me, fours are like kind of the foundation, you know, 4 legs of a table. It's like their foundation. So their home life, chop wood. This is like the chop wood, carry water, before and after enlightenment. I feel like your person is pretty routine, pretty consistent, pretty stable in their home environment. And I feel like they do, I don't necessarily know if they like it so much, because I don't feel it's super thrilling, but I feel it provides them with some sort of a stability. So either in the past, this person has lost their stability to another, so they've already experienced something here that now makes them really hang on to this, or that's just in their nature to not take any risk here, because they may fear that if they were to manifest a new beginning with you, because the Magician's all about manifesting new beginnings. Here we have all the aces, the cup, the sword, the pentacle, and the wand. So right in the middle is like they know that there is a choice to communicate, to bring in and actually bring in this magical feeling that they have, that you bring to them, that this connection is this special connection in the ethers from the 5D into this 3D world, like to actually start something and ground something here and bring it into awareness. I feel like they understand they could do this, but I feel they're held back about it, and they're almost maybe acting like they're disinterested. So they may have at some point, or still are, like not showing interest in taking your cup or extending a cup, or something about unrequited love, or focusing in on their stability and what they're going to lose rather than what they could build here. But I do feel like there's an energy here of them really wanting something different and praying. And I feel like there's a hope, there's a desire, because I feel like there's a very strong recognition here of how special and rare this connection is. So I feel this person is fairly torn because, yeah, this, like, what they're hanging on to here is like their ego is fighting, right? Fighting to stay alive. And if this person were to kind of detach from their attachment of what this is, it's very fearful. It's like, do they choose this connection, or they feel like they might lose themselves? Yeah, like their whole identity. I'm just going to drink some water. I should say some iced tea. All right, sorry. Block throat chakra. We do have the Magician, which talks about Mercury here. Mercury is the planet that rules Gemini and Virgo. All about the mind and communication. Something about timing too. So I feel like this connection might have not have happened when it probably could have or should have here. This person is very particular about the timing. They might be taking their time here in how it is they're going to release, or I don't know, because they have a very strong hold here on their stability and their comfort zone of their day in, day out routine. They're really holding up this tower from falling and their world from coming apart, because they don't want to go from a very stable situation that's providing them stability to being kind of out of control. Now, what is hidden will be revealed was kind of coming in reverse. I put it upright, and I'm not sure if it is reverse or upright here, but I feel like there is a fear here of them acknowledging to you, and I mean, this is what the reading is, to you, and acknowledging to you what this is and how attached to their stability or their way of life is here. But I feel like it's almost out of their control, like, because their emotions are almost now overriding, like, their feeling for you or their acknowledgement of what this connection is, and their desire and their prayers, because I feel like they want kind of almost like the best of both worlds, or they don't want to take a risk, but they want this connection, but they're not willing to, or not sure, or they have not done yet the part in which they're needing to do what it takes here in order to line themselves up with this connection. So whatever environment or situation they're in, no matter how routine or consistent it is something that doesn't line up with them being in this connection. So it's like they have to make a decision here. And yeah, I feel like this is going to be bubbling up to the surface, where they're going to have to acknowledge this. But I feel like two keys here, because obviously, I mean, you're here. I don't believe they shared this with you. And if they have, then maybe not the depths of it, but I don't think they shared this with you, because I feel like maybe they're not so aware of how attached they really are to their stability and what they have in their life right now. What they have established for themselves in their life right now. So they don't want to maybe acknowledge to themselves how dependent they are, or even at the expense of this connection. But because I see two keys here, I feel like once they're able to talk to you or reach out or share this, or this comes out, I feel like both of you guys are able to work together on a solution here. But I feel like they're trying to solve this on their own, but I mean, through prayer, this is also them hoping, wishing, praying, putting out whatever they can here to still hang on to this. But I feel like they're needing to shift their prayers and their energies into more of a bringing in by way of law of attraction and manifest this connection. But what they're actually manifesting and bringing in, I feel, is this feeling that is, I want to keep my stability. I want things not to change here, but I want to also be able to experience my person here on a day in, day out basis. So I think your person's energy here is kind of coming up as this King of Wands. This is fire sign Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And it is in reverse. And to me, when the King of Wands is in reverse in like a love reading, I feel like it's a part of this person that is lacking the inside, it's like courage or their belief in themselves that they could accomplish something here within this connection, and therefore think they grip onto their stability more. Because it's like if they were to take a jump here into the connection and release this, they may feel like, what is there that they have to make things work? Like they might be doubting themselves, you know? So yeah, they're doubting themselves in this connection. And maybe they feel like the extent of what they have is what they already have, which at the same token has to kind of be released in order for them to move forward. So it's like if they release that, then they feel like, well, what do I have? I can't make it happen because I'll have nothing, kind of thing. And not necessarily like nothing, but whatever it is that's their strong suit, their stability, what they've built is who they identify with. So if that's gone, and then they come in, it's like, I can't make it work with you. I'm not this King of Wands who's able to make things happen here. I'm like lacking the know-how, or I don't have what it takes, or that sort of a thing. So they're maintaining, holding up a tower here from falling, which is, I'm going to continue to focus on my day in, day out, keep hanging on to this sense of stability that I have here because it's secure. Okay, let's just see maybe one layer deeper into this, and see if we see any more. But I mean, we did get to the bottom of what this hidden truth is that this person, is not acknowledging or not really, wanting you to see about them and the connection. So Spirit, can we see just a little bit more in regards to the person for pile number 1 and what truth they're not wanting to acknowledge or deal with here in regards to themselves or this connection to help move it forward? What are they not acknowledging? What have they not brought to the surface or talked about? What don't they want to see? All right, we have the 6 of Cups and we have the Page of Pentacles. Let's keep going. We have the 9 of Wands. 2 more cards, Spirit, for pile number 1's person. We have the Magician now coming in the reverse. And one more. We have the 6 of Wands. I'm feeling this one. I'm feeling this one. And bottom of the deck. So we have the Sun. Wow, Sun on the bottom of the deck. Did I say 9 of Wands? I meant 6 of Wands. I don't know what I said, but 6 of Wands in reverse. And then the 2 cards here, we have the 10 of Wands, and then we have the High Priestess in reverse. Interesting when we're doing a reading about secrets or truths that aren't revealed. I mean, the High Priestess in reverse is exactly that. It's like keeping something hidden. Keeping something hidden or not listening to our intuition on something here. So the fact that we have the Sun in the bottom of the deck, this is great because the Sun always magnifies the positivity in any reading and kind of waters down any sort of negativity. Also, it is about clarity and shedding a light and illuminating areas that need to kind of come to the surface. So I do feel like whatever we were talking about there in the first layer is still kind of hidden, but it's becoming very heavy for your person to carry this secret, so to speak, because I do feel like their understanding of how rare and special this connection is really strong, and it's coming to the surface here. So what's hidden will be revealed. Like they've been doing all they can, like I said, this was in reverse, all they can to kind of tamper it or not acknowledge, because acknowledging would mean having to allow a tower to happen. So it's like this heaviness with the 10 of Wands. That's the 10 wands of burden they're having to carry around with them. And you see right in the middle of this spread, you have the 9 of Wands. So, I mean, at some point, I feel, and your person could, because this is like current state, Okay, could be in a 9 of Wands where they're still hanging on to this, but after the 9 comes the 10, and the 10 is the end cycle. It's like you can't know more. Okay, this is like the final wand that breaks the camel's back, because for a 10, it's like it's so overly burdened. They just have no more, and they got to surrender, or it falls apart and a truth is revealed. But in the 9, it's like they have either one more fight in them to go through to get that wand, right? Or they just throw in the towel and give up. But this is like the wounded warrior. They're still wanting to fight. They're still wanting to go to battle, or they're still wanting to proceed to gain that extra wand. But they may not know that, yeah, if they go get that wand, they're just going to collapse, and inevitably this tower is going to have to happen, and they're going to have to listen to this voice, and whatever secret here that they're trying to hide will be out in the open. It'll be illuminated. This is, out in the open. This is clarity. This is what is hidden will be revealed. This is definitely the hidden secret, and this is I can't know more. So everything kind of falls apart, and now everything's exposed here. Soulmate card. Okay, so I do feel this is highlighting how special this connection is to your person. This is soul family, okay, and see how they're mirrored here. So I do feel like your person could potentially even be your twin flame here, and I do feel like if you are in a period of no contact, this can mean reconciliation. Your person's definitely thinking about past memories with you, and there is a soul recognition here. Okay, so I do feel like there is a desire to move forward with an offer here. The Page of Wands is, coming forward to ground something here in this 3D world. I mean, it's still just a seed of hope. It's a desire to make something happen here, and it is a page, okay? But I feel like your person is kind of struggling here, because if they move forward with this offer, then again, it's kind of like a catch-22. I'm going to have to deal with the fact that I'm going to have to release some of my stability, and I don't want to. Right? So they could try to manipulate things in a way, like I said, keep my stability, or hang on to what I'm supposed to hang on to because my identity and my ego are telling me to hang on to, at the expense of being a little bit miserable because I cannot let loose or be with you or move forward and making something happen here. So it's like I want to move forward, I want to have a new beginning, and this is about, somebody trying to control and manifest in a way that's their manipulating or controlling a situation for their best outcome. I think they know what's best here, but it's like you have to kind of go through some sort of a realization here that you cannot have a lack mindset and hang on to things maybe pre-connection if it doesn't work, in a practical way. So they're kind of behind their wall trying to figure out, but they don't want to let go and figure out how to manifest here. And I don't feel like they're communicating it with you. And the fact that we were talking about ego, this is an ego card for me, the 6 of Wands. Same with the Sun is also ego, right? I mean, the Sun is upright, so I don't know if it's all that unhealthy, but definitely illumination around them, letting their ego get involved and not wanting to release something here that they're tying to their identity, or who they're saying who they are here. And this in reverse is a loss. So it's like, not wanting to lose, but wanting to win at all expense. So it's like, I don't want to give up my stability, and I don't want to give up this connection. I'm going to fight. So it's like, okay, but you might put yourself in a situation that's going to lose out here, because, you got to kind of make a decision here and focus on that. You can't chase two rabbits or make two opposing things happen. So yeah, I think they're getting close. Divine masculine energy. This is Leo, Virgo, Gemini here. Yeah, so this is what I see. Let's get you some advice here. Get you some advice. Advice for pile number 1. What is the advice here in this connection? What is the advice for pile number 1? So we have throat chakra, exactly as I was saying when I was needing my iced tea there. Throat chakra, the frequency of throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. I feel like your person hasn't talked to you, like I said before. And the Magician is all about communication, and we were seeing that in the first layer there, their need for a new beginning there, and I don't feel like it's been revealed, and there's a way to work together to find a solution here. This is kind of giving me 10 of Pentacles type thing, or like the Star, which is getting one's wish. They're the ones not allowing it to happen here by not communicating, but they also hold the key, and the key is to work with you, and I feel it's through conversation, you know, but it's blocked right now. They're not wanting to talk about what stability means to them, or having to navigate through this, because they're just kind of thinking they're going to have to do the same old day in, day out type stuff here and figure out a way. But yeah, I think eventually the wands are going to break, and they're just going to not be able to, and then they're going to have to communicate with you. But I feel like they're not communicating what this is about. Obviously, I mean, you're here and it's the truth. They're not wanting to talk about or bring about or acknowledge the Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it's stunting the future progress here of this connection, because the Three of Wands is where we do everything. We plan and prepare, and then we let our ships come in a period of wait, right? And it's like in reverse here, because we're stopping ourselves from doing what we need to do in order to plan for our future. And right behind that, you have the beautiful Empress, which is the love that's being blocked here for the future, right? Like, this is your energy, Empress energy, Taurus energy. This is all the queens in one. This is the great love that this connection brings, that I feel your person recognizes, but is putting a stop to, because they just need to figure out how to release something that is giving them a sense of stability. And it could be a false sense of stability, although I don't know, I wasn't really digging in that, but I feel like it's their day in, day out. So what they rely on, like I was saying, those 2 4s, so what they consider as their home life, or their day in, day out routine, or what they depend on daily. It's like, if you're in the mix, that gets thrown out, or they have to throw that out in order to deal with you. That's kind of the mindset. And they're not wanting to, so they're praying, hoping, wishing, and doing whatever they can. But I feel like there is this not sharing, not communicating, and this was reverse, not communicating. You know, what is the fear? What's it stemming from? And really, I feel ego's in the mix, like we said, and the fact that they'd have to allow a tower to fall and have like an awakening here in regards to, they are not their stability or their sense of stability. They are not their home life. They are not their attachments. They are not what they do day in, day out. They are much more than this, right? In order to acknowledge this beautiful connection. And I do feel like your person does want to offer something at the same time. I feel like there's a push-pull here of great weight on both sides, so it could be quite taxing on this person, hence this 10 of Wands, right? I don't feel like one side is pulling more than the other. I feel like there's a push-pull, or I guess 2 sides pulling, and eventually it just kind of falls apart. So you might be in this 9, which is coming close to an end. Once you hit the 10, it's kind of, they got to deal with this, and they got to come forward, and that's why it says what is hidden will be revealed, and I feel like it will be revealed soon. This is also third eye, which is high priestess energy, right? So it's whatever this voice is telling them, they're going to have to acknowledge here. And I feel like it's getting their wish, getting their hope, and not letting something that might be false stop them from providing a solution to getting their wish. And I feel their wish is this connection, you know, and I feel like both of you guys should kind of work together in tandem to provide a solution. But if they're not communicating, I mean, what can you do, right? They're having to deal with their ego and their self-perception and how you may perceive them if they open this up in some way. I think they're really relying on their prayers and their, like I said, and their they're relying on their prayers, but I think they're focusing in on how to still hang on to what it is and be able to get this connection. So there's some sort of in denial in what they're actually having to release. You know, so they weigh in heavy on this area, the prayer, if your person is spiritual or religious or whatever, or even in their hope or their manifestations, or like really putting in their energy. And I want to keep both, best of both worlds, and that's diverting the energy here. They're gonna have to acknowledge, okay, help me to release what it no longer serves me. Help me to move on from a lack mindset in order to choose what's best for me. That's what the prayer or the wish should be, but it's more like, how can I hang on to this, because I need this sense of stability here or whatever. So a little bit of tweaking needing to happen here. And yeah, if you were drawn to another pile, I will see you there. And I love you guys very, very much. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It all helps the channel. Love, like, share, blah, blah, blah. I really appreciate it. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. If you pick this beautiful stone right here and the Sante Morte cards, then this is your reading. Now, as I read pile number 1, this was sitting on top of my air conditioner and it is cold. So it's stone cold. So I don't know if your person is stone cold. It's absolutely cold. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe you guys aren't together right now and your person is kind of feeling coldness from you, or maybe they're being cold. We'll see. So we're looking at, for pile number 1, oh, just give me a minute. I'll be right back. I said pile number 1. I meant pile number 2. It's funny. I did pile number 1. The phone rang. And I was even joking, like, who still has a home phone? And it's my home phone, and I get some long telemarketer number here every day at the same time. So I don't know what to do, and it just keeps irritating me. So I don't want my answering machine to pick up. So anyway, I went to hang up on that, but it also distracted pile number 1, and now it's distracting for pile number 2, and I do apologize, but yeah, I still have my home phone just cuz, so I apologize, but we are looking at the truth in which your person, the person you came here about, the person on your mind is either not wanting to see about themselves or this connection, or they're just, it's the truth about, you know, what's going on maybe in their subconscious, what they don't want to see, or maybe what they don't want you to see, or what they're not acknowledging somehow, maybe what they haven't told you. So yeah, let's take a look. We'll do the oracle and then we'll pull the tarot based on what you picked here. So the first card coming out, we have silver for pile number 2. And let's see, let's pull some more here. Spirit for pile number 2. Clear and concise message for pile number 2. What does their person not want to acknowledge here? What is the truth about pile number 2's person, about themselves, or this connection that they're not wanting to see or acknowledge or have pile number 2 know? We have the Father. Wow, I have not pulled that card in a bazillion years. Look at this. The Father. Interesting. Okay, silver, the Father. Let's keep going. We have round and round with the number 25 or the number 7. We also have the number 2, and we also have the number 25, which is also the number 7. So 2 7s on the table. You might be seeing 7 7. July might be important to you guys. Maybe you guys are life path number 7. 7s are following their divine path, their calling, of what they're put on the world for. So I am getting that. We have 36, or number 9, predictions of growth, and then number 30 with smother, and it is wanting to come in reverse, but we'll see what the energy is giving off for this reading before we give it any sort of designation here. Okay, so let's pull some tarot. Spirit, thank you so much for a clear and concise message for pile number 2. Beautiful pile number 2. I'm so blessed, so thankful and grateful for you stopping in and allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy and the energy around you at this time. Thank you, thank you. Let's see what we have here. Feeling energy on these. Haven't used these in a bit. Sitting a little stale. Just give me a sec. Right. For pile number 2, Spirit, pile number 2. What is the truth pile number 2's person is not wanting to acknowledge or deal with? All right, so we have the 8 of Swords in reverse. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. We're having the Queen of Swords in the middle. Lots of swords. The Fool. One more. And remember, if this sounds more like your energy than your person's, then your person could potentially be elsewhere. Just keep that in mind. We have the Tower, and then we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, kind of coming out at the same time. I'm not sure that that's supposed to be like that. I think it's supposed to be like that as the 10 fell. Okay, so doesn't really matter. Sorry, just drinking some iced tea. Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck here. We have the Hangman. Hangman. Okay, I think there's lots going on, although maybe not a whole lot of movement, but I feel there's lots going on in regards to how we're perceiving the connection here from this energy. Again, if this is yours or your person, just kind of take what resonates, but I'm feeling like an energy of not quite there. Energy of not quite there, like not quite what it's supposed to be, this connection. And it's taking a lot of effort. So I do feel like this is your energy, okay? But just whatever, take what resonates. It's not quite there. So it's taking a lot of, it's taking a lot of commitment and dedication and patience and work. And I feel like there is an energy here, though, of supporting through the ups and downs, being consistent, trying to get firm, trying to put boundaries, but also extend love and patience and understanding. I'm still not getting from this connection what it is that I know this connection could be, or the potential of what it could be, or even I feel like what's here is for myself. Like I'm not getting the full abundance or the full thing here. So out of a love of another and out of a desire to maintain something here because of a potential of something else and out of a love, but I feel like there is this experiencing the same pains or the same challenges from this connection over and over. So your person here, okay, I'll read it like it's your person, is experiencing the same cycles and maybe the same types of disappointments, or they're putting themselves in a position of having to maintain and invest and then support from a loving place, with the understanding that this will eventually morph into its full potential here. And they see a full potential here and they know, but they're also experiencing like this round and round energy, which is cyclical experiences here that might leave them feeling like they're not quite there yet. And I feel like what this energy probably doesn't know is that they might be trying to come from a good place of supportive, but they might be energetically interjecting themselves in a way that might be impacting this connection more than they realize with this Smother card here. Now, again, it was wanting to come in reverse, so I feel like there is some sort of a lesson here about when to pull back and when to energetically get involved. Because it could be easy for this type of an energy to say, okay, let me do your homework for you, rather than you teach them how to do their homework and then kind of step away. I'm seeing the dark and light, which always reminds me of the yin and yang, the masculine, feminine. Okay, so I do feel like this is like, if you're resonating with like a twin flame or like your divine partner here, I do feel there is this, divine masculine, divine feminine coming together here, like a union of sorts. So I think what this person here is, the truth about this person is they're gaining a perspective here as they're removed from involving themselves in the connection to gain an actual perspective, a different perspective of maybe where they don't need to get involved, or where they needs to lay healthy boundaries, or they might have been lying to themselves, or they might have not been dealing with full truth, or they might have been limiting themselves and holding themselves back here. And I feel like that's a thing of the past, because round and round, I feel like there's a lot of lessons this person has learned. Whatever was limiting them and holding them back within themselves, whatever they were telling themselves or believing here. I feel like they've released themselves or freed themselves from some sort of mental prison here. And I feel like it has a lot to do with how they were talking to themselves, or what they were saying this connection was, rather than looking at the facts or the truth of this connection. And, you know, the Ace of Swords here is all about truth, walking, talking, living their truth. Within in reverse, it could be somebody that is in self-denial, but I feel I feel like the sword of truth. What is it with the throat chakra? Both readings, number 1 and 2. I'm gonna have some. Sorry, it's my iced tea. I feel like throat chakra, specifically with this Ace of Swords, this is all about communication. So I feel like in the past, this person hasn't been very clear with their communication as well. And the fact that the Sword of Truth, like I was saying, you know, in this Ace, when it's in the upright, the Sword of Truth is down, but when it's in reverse, now the Sword of Truth is up. And I like seeing Sword of Truth up because that's clarity. You know, that's clarity. But, I mean, the definition of the Ace of Swords in reverse is, you know, potentially lies or lying to self or not walking in truth. Although I think through that, they saw the truth, you know, through experiencing with the round and round, through experiencing something here, they were able to see the truth. And they're still having this perspective now of maybe what they thought was truthful at one point, you know, ended up not really being truthful, or what they hung on to for many years, I was going to say, or whatever, this Eight of Swords, because this is, you know, it could be a belief that we've hung on to for many years because someone's told us something, or we believe something to be true and it held us back. I feel like they experienced some sort of tower moment, or some sort of like, yeah, like they experienced some sort of tower moment, or something happened. And I feel like it could have been this connection kind of falling on its side, or experience this whirlwind. I feel like they've experienced a tower in this connection. So they freed themselves from any limitation here, and maybe acknowledged, or maybe saw that the truth in which they thought was the truth was actually not a truth, which provided truth to them, for them to get clear, for them to set boundaries, for them to understand. Now, I do see this Queen of Swords has the Sword of Truth kind of sideways, so still not up. So I think she is trying to gain a perspective here, and maybe she now knows that she doesn't know. And I think that's a big one, okay? Because maybe at some point she thought she knew. She thought she knew, so it was holding her back because she knows the answer, right? The Father knows best, but sometimes Father does not know best. And so now I think she's getting humbled, and she's saying, I might not know, so it's best for me to still protect myself, and I need to still get clear here. But what does getting clear mean? Because what is the truth, you know? And what exactly am I supposed to be doing here? As I feel she is kind of wanting to get clear. She's still assertive, but she just realized that she doesn't know. She doesn't know as she might have thought she once knew. She wants a new beginning, okay? And I say she, could be he, whatever this energy is, though. I'm just saying she because I see this Queen of Swords. Now, this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy I'm picking up here, okay? And then we have Pisces energy as well. Just take what's resonating. But I see here kind of more in future position, this Fool, and then we have, like, because this is a new beginning, then we have the Ten of Swords, and we also have a Tower. So I feel like this energy here is like wanting a new beginning, looking forward to a new beginning, is kind of almost ready to go here. So you can see this Fool's like has their little suitcase here. I can't help but see a guitar, so maybe music significant in this connection. I also see what looks like lotus flowers, and we know lotus flowers grow in the mud. So I do feel they've gone through a round and round shitty situations here in this connection. And I think they've had to transform over and over. Like, look, they're in a cemetery here. I see a whole bunch of graves. So, I mean, the death is about being transformed. So I feel like this person is kind of like, maybe had to go through, again, these cycles round and round, but every time they keep transforming is what I feel. Now, something about an ending that hasn't quite ended, or something needing to end, and this Tower falling down. So I feel like this person has experienced a lot of transformations in this connection, but I feel like there's something here that they can't really control here when it comes to the other person. So yeah, I'm getting like a strong sense that this energy, this person, your person, is like looking at the situation from, something's ended here, but it hasn't quite ended. Is this transforming this situation? Because they're kind of anticipating a tower and things kind of shaking up based on an ending here. And again, like, maybe they've gone through this rigmarole round and round, that they've experienced endings, like I said, many times over, because look at all these graves and crosses. It's like many times over they've experienced endings. So it's, again, yet another ending here. But is this the ending that's going to cause this tower? Or is this an ending that's going to repeat again and put them in this fool? Oh, there's the email. And normally when I get a confirmation like that, it is confirming what I'm saying. And what I was going to say is, this person is anticipating, am I going to be in the fool energy to come to an ending and have to relive a cycle again, come back in a fool energy, and then, experience another ending? Because that's what they've experienced here in this connection, which isn't really growth. Although what I think this person doesn't realize, or the truth in which they're not acknowledging here or see, is the fact that every time they go around and they feel they're dying or something's changing, they are actually learning something, and this connection is actually growing, but on an independent level. And I don't feel like this person understands that they're changing, or they're growing, or they're healing every time they go around. They feel like they're doing the same insanity over and over again, and they're just experiencing another ending or another death of something here. And they're like, okay, like, I'm stacking up on deaths here. But I feel like every time this person transforms, this is crown chakra in the background. That's the sun. I don't know if you can see it. And the crown chakra is, them being able to really connect with a knowing here. And this is also what the hangman's all about. When we have the hangman, we gain a new perspective, a knowing and understanding of a situation. So I feel the more deaths they're kind of experiencing, it's really the more transformation of themselves, because at one point in time, this person has freed themselves of an Eight of Swords. At one point in time, this person thought they knew a truth, in which, because of the fact that they've experienced around and round, they then recognize that what they thought was truthful was actually not. And then that was the truth that they learned, was that maybe I don't know all the truths here, right? So now they're kind of a little more cautious. So I feel there is growth here, and it's reminding me of a story here, like, I don't know how many of you guys are parents, but sometimes, when my kids are growing up and they're telling me something, and I don't fully believe them, or my experience overrides what they're telling me, and then later I find out what they told me, or what their experience was, or whatever it was actually true. And it humbles me, right? Because it's like, no, that's not true, or I don't know where you picked that up, or that's not been my experience. But then later, or whatever, for some reason later, you find out, and then you just feel like really, really bad, or you feel like I shouldn't have passed along my experience, or my thinking that I understood something here as your experience being a parent. So I feel like that's kind of in here, like something they thought they knew, something that they was supposed to be the truth, and then it's like, you know what, you're right, I don't really know, but I still don't know what I don't know. So it's like they're still in the dark here. So they're experiencing these cycles, because I feel like they might want to get off these cycles and feel they're ready for a new beginning here, because it's like, I've already experienced what I need to, like, let's go. But no, they haven't really fully, because every time they go around, it's a new experience, and they're preparing themselves. And they're preparing themselves here for something, I think, greater. But I do feel like they're kind of looking at another ending here, an ending in this connection. So you guys might be on again, off again, on again, off again. That's what I mean by cyclical, right? Or experiencing the same sort of pains here in this situation, going through a difficult ending, but an ending that's never really an ending, and then experience a tower moment. And every time an ending happens, there's a tower moment. And I feel like the tower moments get less I was gonna say less crazy, right? Because the first tower, it's like there's a lot to fall, and then they rebuild, and then you might not have so much rebuilt, and then it falls again, and then it falls again, and then after a while, there's like the only thing left to build on is truth. but it takes a while to be dealing in truths. That's kind of what I see here. Wow, this is pretty deep. So let's pull another layer here. Like I said, this could definitely be your energy. Let's pull another layer and see what more we could see about the truth that this person is not wanting to see or not seeing about the connection or the other person, and see what we see. And then we'll close off with some advice. But yeah, if this is your energy, you might not be aware of that, but you're actually, you know, learning something here through every cycle, and you might be wanting to put an end to a cycle, or like I said, Father knows best about where it's supposed to go. But it's like, if you ask yourself, have you learnt from each cycle you've had in this connection, and have you grown, and is your expectation different, and is it bringing about peace? You know, is it bringing about peace when it comes to furthering this connection? Now, it might be painful because, again, healing is never not painful, right? I mean, sometimes healing hurts. So I feel like there's a need to embrace the fact that we don't always know. Need to trust where it's going. Need to, because I said, like, that Queen of Swords, like, she still wants to be able to stand her ground because she doesn't want to be thrown into a tower. But at the same time, it's like she already knows that what she's experienced here at one point she thought was truthful, and then she saw from another perspective. It's like, ooh, yeah, maybe I was thinking that I knew the truth, or that, you know, something like that. So let's take a look. One more layer here for beautiful pile number 2's person. And what is the truth that they're not acknowledging or unaware of here in regards to themselves or this connection? What is the deeper truth here, Spirit? Thank you so much. We have the Sante Morte. That's that death card. Yeah, this person keeps experiencing the round and round. It's like the death and rebirth of themselves in this connection. That's what I'm getting, okay? Queen of Swords. Now she's in reverse. Interesting. And we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 2 of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Swords coming out again. And now it's in the upright. And bottom of the deck here, we have Strength. Yeah, this is really reinforcing that, okay? The main thing going on here, and I think this person might not recognize, is that they keep transforming. They keep going through these deaths. Every time they go round and round in these circles, they keep losing a piece of them that is no longer serving them. It's supposed to morph and change here. And I think they're putting in the energy and the effort here in striving for something. You know, and that's really what's happening. Is in order to, I'm getting like an Olympic sort of analogy here. When you aim to get gold, right? Like if you're always getting silver or whatever, and if you keep maintaining the same mindset or doing the same things, you keep gaining silver. But when you change it up and you maybe do things different or see it different or now engage different, you're going to expect it different. So either you can engage different and get a bronze, or you can engage different the way it needs and get a gold. So but if you keep doing the same, then you keep getting silver. That's kind of what I'm picking up. Like there's something about a cyclical pattern, you know, and they could keep getting silver. Oh my goodness. What's with the telemarketer? I'm being harassed. I'll be right back. So angry. I get so irritated. This is the third freaking time. And this is probably how this person feels. Round and round. 3 calls. I'm like, fuck. Like I got to keep walking to the phone and then just hanging up. And it's like really irritating. Okay. So sorry, but yeah, I don't like the distraction here, but I set the intention when I get a distraction, when I'm doing a reading, it is confirming what I'm saying from Spirit. And I was in that Olympic analogy because I really feel like this person could continue keeping to get the silver medal here, or they could see things different, act different, work with truths different, release themselves from limitations, because there is, like I said, predictions of growth. Growth would mean going from silver to gold because they're growing as an Olympian. Growing within this connection, right? So every time they go through a cycle and they fool, and then there's a 10 of Swords, they can change. Okay, and I feel the whole time they're kind of trying to nurture this connection here at the same time. Funny how we have 2 trees here. I don't know. I wasn't really seeing that, but see how there's a tree here, right? The dark, the light, a pine tree, and then we have this tree here. So I feel like the focus here is on the connection, okay? I feel like the focus here is on bringing growth and healing to the connection. And through doing this, I think this person doesn't realize that they're actually healing and growing themselves on an individual level, okay? But they feel they're helping or kind of doing this with the connection. And at times this could smother the connection, because so much focus on the connection might be them, you know, feeling like they're doing something to help. But really, I think where the shift needs to be is what they need to do is see how working on themselves, or how they are seeing things, or how they're engaging themselves would actually then have the connection come together, because they can only really control themselves, you know. Although I do feel like there's a protection here of the connection. I feel like this person really wants to protect and grow, like, you know, protect and make sure that this connection is healthy, and it's about the connection and the health and the protection and the investment and maintaining and seeing that that goes from silver to gold. But it's like Spirit saying it's smothering the process here sometimes, because the connection needs room to breathe, and the other individual might need room to breathe. But the other side that they can control, which is themselves, they can learn from their experience, and they can go from silver to gold, which will push the connection to the next level, or help this connection grow. Now I am seeing this Queen of Swords in reverse here, which, I mean, this, as you guys know, is my, when it's in reverse, is like the bitchy card, right? It's somebody who is cold, who could be quite cutting and cold. Oh my God, remember I said cold. So this person could get cold, and I feel like this person's getting cold, or at least gets cold, okay? Right when they're about to transform and experience another cycle here. Okay, and I feel like it sucks, because, I mean, no one likes being in a state. It's draining, and they get cold, and they might get cold towards you, because they feel like you're doing something here that's making them, you know, making them get cold, and they're having to transform. But what this person doesn't realize, it's like they are partaking as much as the other person's partaking in this connection. And if they get cold, this is an experience that they're having to embrace as them going through a death period and shedding anything that's not working within themselves. So maybe no need to get angry or bitchy or pull away or cold, but I feel that's how they deal with it. And it's easier to kind of point the finger or blame the cycle or whatever. So they could go through cold periods and shut you out. And I do feel like there's something here about long-term stability, and it's flipped on its upside down here. So I don't know, I feel like what this person, I feel like there's something here about the Ten of Pentacles, which is long-term stability. I'm not quite sure why it's in reverse. I feel like this person might not feel like this is a long-term stability that they're getting here. Yeah, I feel like they're not feeling secure, or that there's a long-term stability or that sort of a thing. And especially because it's in the middle, I think it's very important for this person to feel secure and stable in a grounded way in building, yeah, like a long-term secure family type unit. So I do feel like there's a lot of back and forth here with the Pentacles. This is choosing, this is deciding, but this reminds me a lot of a Two of Cups. Got two people here. It looks like they're sharing, you know, and one's handing one something here. It's a beautiful cup here, or cup, sorry, a beautiful card. It looks like they complement each other here. I'm really feeling, you know, this twin flame, soulmate. Like, look at these two, and then look at the yin yang, the dark, the light. Like, you guys really complement each other, come together like a puzzle piece here. But I feel like the Two of Pentacles, I mean, it is about going back and forth. This one, I'm not feeling so much of a back and forth as I am wanting to bring balance and wanting to, yeah, like kind of come to an even level here within this connection. I feel is difficult because there is no stability, or there is no long vision here of something. And this is followed by the Ace of Swords, and I love this card, one of my favorite cards, because this is the truth. The Ace of Swords is all about walking, talking, living the truth, and aligning ourselves with our own truth. So I feel like every time this person goes through this experience, they get closer to their truth and the truth of the matter here. And it's taking a lot of you know, strength here on their end. Like the strength card is all about how we're able to control ourselves, you know, use our willpower, refrain from maybe being cold or doing things we might later regret here, or being resentful, and then also about being able to let loose when we can, or move forward and not be held back by fears. It's also removing our ego. So I feel this person is really learning a lot about control, and a lot about facing fear, and a lot about how they're able to navigate their own self, because this is all about self-control, self courage. That's a big truth this person's learning here, which they might not be in full recognition of here. And under that, we have the Ace of Wands, a new beginning, a passionate new beginning here, going after desires. And yeah, like I feel your person here really wants to pursue you know, something that they desire, something that's passionate. I mean, the strength cards, Leo, is all about passion. Same with the Ace of Wands is like passion, you know, and two aces, this is a new beginning. I feel like this person keeps going in cycles. They keep experiencing new beginnings, but what they're not realizing, again, coming very strong from spirit, especially because we got Santa Muerte, which is the death card here. Every time they go through a death, they might not like it because they recognize they just completed a cycle, so they might get bitter and angry towards you, or maybe just bitter and angry as a whole. But every time they go through that, they're experiencing a new beginning, and I feel like the new beginning is getting closer to their truth, and it's also getting them closer to who they are. You know, they're the new beginnings is really what's bringing the lessons, is really what's bringing this connection together, because this person is learning more about themselves, and it's providing this even keel of a relationship here. The closer they are to knowing and being themselves and shedding what's not working within their own self, then the more of their true authentic self remains. And I feel like every time they do that, the other person is also doing that on their side here, which is absolutely beautiful. Kind of very twin flame-ish. Under that, I see the World. Yeah, all about cycles, and it is in reverse. So I don't feel like this is over anytime soon. I feel like there's more, and this is, again, I guess the thrust of this one pile for this person is, yes, they're going through cycles, and I don't feel the cycles are coming to a successful close anytime soon until this person goes through this stage of what's much needed in order for them to fully transform into who they are here, until the World can then go right side up and be concluded for the next phase, which I feel is union. I do feel union here, two people coming together, but they can't come together until they're in their mature self, until they're at their highest level of truth, until they've shed everything that kind of doesn't work. And I mean, we don't have to come together when we're completely healed as individuals, or else that would never really happen. But I feel like there's something about this person that kind of needs to go away, that's not going to be helpful in this situation, you know? Yeah, so I feel like as long as they hang on to those things that aren't serving this connection, they're going to experience cycles until they learn lessons here. And I feel Spirit's insisting that they learn these lessons, or else these cycles will keep maintaining. I mean, there is free will, so this person can definitely pull away here, but I feel like there's something about this person going through these cycles that pushes them closer to their authentic self. I also feel like there's something that this person needs to know about, you know, maybe not pouring into this connection so much as they should be pouring into themselves, or changing things up in order to go from silver to gold, which I feel ultimately, you know, they're wanting the best thing here. So let's pull advice cards here for you guys, viewer, in regards to this connection. What is the advice here for the viewer in regards to this connection, Spirit? We have allowance. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Number 9 with allowance. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. Everything I was saying here, right? They're expanding themselves so this connection can come together. They can't resist. They need to allow. They can't control an outcome. They can't come from the angle that they know everything here. They got to come in with no judgment. And I feel like they've released some sort of 8 of Swords limitation, like I said. And this person recognizes that what they know is they don't know nothing, really. Which could be a little frustrating here, because maybe this person is used to controlling or guiding or knowing what they want here. So, yeah, this is beautiful, this allowance. It's more, you know, advice for this person, but let's see, the other person, Spirit, can we get advice for the other person? I do feel like this is your energy, beautiful pile number 2, and that's probably why we got that guidance for you. But, you know, if your person is watching here, or the other person in this dance, what is their guidance? Throat chakra. What's funny is I'm kind of feeling pile 1 could be your person here, pile number 2, and this is the guidance card that came out for pile number 1 with the throat chakra here. The frequency of throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance, because I feel like the other person might not be communicating, leaving this person kind of out in the cold, having to figure things out on their own, and it's a scary place to be, right? Like they're and also, yeah, I feel like there needs to be communication back and forth, you know, and I mean real communication, not this cold stone, cold Queen of Wands type energy when the cycle is pained, or when the cycle happens in which this Queen of Swords doesn't like, then she gets really vocally about it. But she might be saying hurts, and she might be vocally about what's not working, instead of a consistent, you know, throat chakra where it's like healthy boundaries and communications about stability and planting for the long term here, and what she desires and what's the truth. All right, so I hope this resonated. I love these readings. They're coming out quite nicely. I will see you guys at pile number 3 if you're so inclined. And leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't done so. It all helps the channel, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 3. Cannot wait to get into your beautiful reading here. You picked this malachite stone, absolutely beautiful, reminds me of a turtle, so potentially this connection's super slow, or not moving, I don't know, or it's very protected too. I feel very protected, or you're very protective of it. But we're going to be taking a look at, I picked the Guardian of the Night Tarot, so that's the deck we'll use, looking at your person, the person you came here about, and what are they not seeing, or the truth in which they don't want to see about themselves, or this connection. So it could be something in their subconscious that they're pushing down, something they're not communicating to you, they're not seeing the full truth of it. What is it, all right, about themselves and this connection? So we have reddening coming out. Now, I'd like to thank Spirit so much for clear and concise message for pile number 3. Thank you so much, Spirit. I'm so blessed, so grateful to channel this message. And please protect me and pile number 3 as I channel this. And thank you so much, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you. We have the empty room. Wow. Empty room and reddening. We have the number 15, which is the number 6. Could be lovers. 6 is also about stability. It's about give and take. And we have, what is that? 42 could be significant. Or the number 6 again, lovers, choice, decision, balance, give and take, reddening and empty room. I'm also getting from Spirit 6th house, which is all about health, all about habits and services and that sort of thing. Okay, TikTok with the number 30. TikTok. And let's pull some of these oracles, and then we'll get into the tarot. Thank you, Spirit. Clear and concise message for pile number 3's person. And what is the truth they're not wanting to acknowledge, or haven't acknowledged? Love grows love, kind of wanting to come in reverse. I do feel like one more. That's number 40 or number 4. Love grows love. Restlessness, 73, or the number 10. I'm going to keep it like that and see if the energy does come through blocked or not once we pull tarot. This is a beautiful deck. We're going to ask Spirit, clear and concise message for beautiful pile number 3. We have the 3 of Pentacles coming out. We have the Sun. Love, love, love the Sun. Love, love, love the Sun. Number 19. We have Strength. Wow, heavy, heavy Leo energy here. With the Strength card right in the middle. 2 major arcana so far. We have the 5 of Swords, and it is coming in reverse. One more card here, Spirit. One more card for pile number 3. Thank you so much. We have the Four of Wands. I am feeling this one as well, which is the Chariot. Let's put that right there. And bottom of the deck energy, we got the Three of Wands. 3 of Wands. Let me just put that here with the 3 of Wands. Okay. Lots of cards for you guys. So, this energy, this person, I do want you to see this. Hopefully you can see that right there. 3 of Wands, bottom of the deck. Future, ships coming in, everything we've kind of planned and prepared for in order for us to have a successful future. I feel like there's a lot of history here. I feel like it's a long, long history here, or at least it's, yeah, it's like with the TikTok right in the middle here, like something that has either gone really slow or just it's been a long journey. It's been a long time. You've either known this person for long, or this person just moves really, really slow, or, yeah, here another, like, wow, like I'm also getting somebody in this connection. Sorry, I don't know if this is what the reading is supposed to be about, but I'm just picking up energy as it's coming in. But I feel like somebody in this connection is at the point of something better happen really soon. Or something, there's something here about somebody coming to the end of their rope is what I feel. Or they may turn their back on this connection and start to look elsewhere. I don't know whose energy this is, okay, but this is an energy I'm picking up here because there is a lot of restlessness. There's a lot of waiting around. There's a lot of trying to be patient. There is a lot of, you know, kind of this energy of I'm going to invest and give, invest and give, invest and give, but I don't feel like this person has got anything out of this connection. And I feel like this person is slowly getting the energy to pull away and go towards something that is fulfilling for them, because I feel like there's an emptiness here and there's something here that they're not getting, and this is probably what they're not seeing, or what the truth of this connection is. Like, whatever situation this person is in, and this could be your energy, like I said, if it's you, then you can go click on another one, but whatever this connection is providing is kind of empty. And I think this person is using the fuel of not getting what they want here. And I was going to say impatience, but they're very patient, or they've been very patient, but now they're using whatever fuel they have and whatever they invested towards this connection now towards what can they do for themselves here to go towards what they want. So these cards are very similar to me, the Chariot and the Strength, because it's all about, I feel, willpower and control. This is a movement card, okay? It's when the universe is having us move and pull us through a situation, and we're having to balance the dark with the light and use our willpower to get through victorious through a situation that's challenging. And I mean, the Strength card is about, you know, how we control ourselves and use our willpower to get through as well, and the courage to face things here. So I feel like this person's really been tested, or very, you know, there is a journey here. Your person wants to move forward. They might have been really held back by fear in this connection, or like a fear of something, maybe a fear of loss. There is a desire here, like, to work together with the Three of Pentacles. We also see the Three of Wands, and I mean, when you start seeing a lot of threes, sometimes there could even be third parties. So just take kind of what resonates. So I'm getting, for some of you guys, maybe like 15% of you guys that are in the third party, you've been waiting for your person to do something here. Maybe leave their third party, change the situation, waiting, wanting to work with your person, and your person has not pulled the trigger, has not changed things here. So you're just like, I'm not waiting around anymore. They're in a third party. I need to, oh, my email went off, which is confirmation of what I'm saying here. Yeah, I need to move on. I need to build something here, you know, and I think there was some fear in moving forward, because look at all these wolves circling this buck. It's like fear. This is also about fear. Look at this little mouse standing up to that snake. So there's some fear in letting go, I feel. But your person is recognizing either I stay in this cold room or this empty room and be unhappy and keep pouring love in a one-sided way, or I use this, maybe even use my anger or my experience here because I'm getting fed up. I'm frustrated here. I need to move forward here, okay? But I really want to work and build something here in a practical way. So I feel like this person is getting very clear. And I think this person's building their courage. Okay, the sun, the strength. This is like beautiful, strong energy here. Even the reddening, like they're building the life within them, the courage within them to finally make a move, finally move forward, finally get clear. You know, finally admit to themselves something here maybe wasn't working here or wasn't moving forward the way they wanted or very slowly. And the Five of Swords is conflict, okay? But I feel like this could be mental conflict in which your person has, you know, been trying to sort through here out of a challenging situation. I feel like this person feels alone. So normally in the Five of Swords, you see like all these other people, right? Like multiple. I see just one deer. So I feel like your person wanted the best. This definitely could be your energy, I feel, but wanted the best intentions. One of the best intentions here was very genuine, was coming from an honest place, very innocent. But I feel like they got stranded and they got left alone here and the situation was unpleasant. And now your person is left with sorting through that and it's driving them nuts. And they've been sitting in this energy by themselves, or they feel by themselves. And now they're having to pick themselves up or the courage in order to go on a ship for their own future, to make something happen for themselves here. And I do feel like they're wanting, you know, to have commitment. They're wanting to come together with somebody else to build something. This is coming together with another to build for a future here. This is all about commitment, and it is also my 1111 card, which could be twin flame. So this person could have thought you were a twin flame or thought you were somebody they could work with, and they're wanting to find this here. I am seeing a moon here, which is all about emotions and fears and subconscious. Also look at this moon here in the background with the strength card. So I feel like there's something about fear that might have been holding them back, or fear of letting go. So they've been like hanging on to this. And yeah, maybe thinking that they deserve to stay here, or that that something would change here, the more love that they would pour in or hang around. But yeah, let's see if we could see some more about what this person doesn't know. Because, I mean, this is kind of more states. And maybe if this is your energy, like you don't know that you're about to just move forward here. I was getting from that moon energy as well. If you're watching at the time of posting, we're coming in contact with the strawberry moon, full moon here, June 3rd and 4th. So I feel like maybe there's something about the full moon here that's going to provide you with the energy you're needing, or the clarification here to make that step. Something to do with facing the fear here. No longer wanting to wait or give somebody the benefit of the doubt or the patience or the time. So I feel like you feel quite lonely and empty. I say you again because I feel this is you, but this person here. Okay. Yeah, sorry. This is kind of how I read. Like, if it feels like your energy, I keep saying you, so I hope I'm not confusing you. Whatever this energy is. All right, Spirit. So we're going to go one layer deeper here about what is the truth that this person, this energy that I'm reading for, doesn't recognize or doesn't acknowledge here. What is the truth that they're not wanting to acknowledge, that they haven't acknowledged about themselves and or this connection? What is the truth? What is hidden here from themselves? All right, so clear and concise message for pile number 3's person. What is hidden? What don't they want to acknowledge about themselves and this connection? So we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. More swords energy. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Chariot coming out again, and these two cards kind of wanting to come out together, which is the Queen of Wands with the Eight of Cups. And bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. Yay. Okay, so Devil energy is Capricorn energy. We also have this beautiful Queen of Wands, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Chariot is Cancer energy. So beautiful. Pile number 3, and about your person here, which I think is you. But anyway, so I feel like you're coming in, this person, oh God, I can't say it. This person is coming to breaking out of some limitation, okay? Although they were not wanting to face the challenge here of what it was going to take to face the challenge. And the challenge is some sort of acknowledgement here that something's unhealthy, or that they're held back with this devil energy in a toxic situation here. Okay, like I said, for a lot of you guys, and now I'm thinking maybe there's more of you guys in this third party, or some toxic situation here that you are putting up with or waiting around for, pouring in love, or at least your own energy into. Okay, involving yourself or keeping your energy alive, the energetic cord in this connection, although you felt very empty and cold because I feel like you're alone, like this person wasn't even giving you anything. You know, and like your blood is rising. I feel like you guys are getting angrier and angrier and angrier. Is kind of what I'm feeling. But yet not doing anything or moving towards it or facing this challenge. But I feel like what you don't know here, person, is that, you know, there's this freeing of this limitation, this mental prison, because eventually this reddening is going to fill the room and this person's going to say, yeah, you know what? I'm dependent on something here. That I don't need to be, and I need to move forward. I need to move forward and use this as kind of an experience, because I can't be held back anymore, and I got to walk away from a situation here with the 8 of Cups. And this is exactly Queen of Wands energy. This Queen of Wands does not give a fuck. Like, she just does what she wants. She knows she deserves it. The sunflowers here are all about facing clarity, because the sunflowers face the sun. They face the truth. You know, so I feel like she's now wanting to face the truth. And the truth of the matter is what's rightfully hers belongs to her. She doesn't need to fight. It comes to her. Look at all the birds giving her a wand. Okay, it comes to her. She doesn't need to run. She doesn't need to wait. She doesn't need to, whatever, beg. It comes to her. And I feel like she recognizes she needs to walk away from something here that's not emotionally pleasing to her. This can also mean the other woman. So for those of you guys resonating, that's another confirmation that there's somebody else involved here with your person, and maybe you were waiting around here, and so it's a toxic situation here. Yeah, so like I said, I do feel like this is your energy, but I think what you don't recognize here is your dependency on a situation here that is not healthy. I do feel like maybe let's pull a clarifier here for the 9 of Pentacles. Why is the 9 of Pentacles here in reverse? Why is the 9 of Pentacles in reverse here, Spirit? We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, things aren't moving with this person. This person's not moving forward. Again, TikTok, restlessness. They were either moving really, really slow, and now it's come to a halt. Maybe they're more concerned with their person or the situation they're in. You have no choice but to move forward here, although still looking back for some reason. But Spirit is saying you need to move forward, or this person is. The Tower on the bottom of the deck here, and I don't read bottom of the deck in reverse. This person is going to have to let it all fall apart. You know, whatever ideal, whatever time they've invested here, whatever commitments they thought they were getting or making or having, they're going to let it fall apart in order for them to move forward and break out of this situation here with this person, because it was just holding them back mentally, and also keeping them limited to a situation that is very unhealthy with the Devil. Okay, but I feel like they're really going to be, what they don't really recognize here is they're really going to be moved by their anger. I feel like they're really going to be moved by this, like, need to, like, almost infuriate themselves that they were in a situation that they kind of got involved with here. And yeah, it's not looking good here. So let's pull some advice here for you guys. Beautiful pile number 3. Some advice for pile number 3. Romantic love, 39. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. So a conscious lover is what's needed here. And I feel like this person felt alone. This person felt like it was really one-sided here. They're wanting romantic love. We saw the 4 of Wands. What they don't realize here is there is romantic love here for them to explore. But if they're held back and if they're in this state, it doesn't allow for things to move forward. So I'm also getting, for a lot of you guys, that this person's the cause of why things are not moving. If this person moves forward, I feel like there'll be a tower moment, it'll change energies, and if something's meant to be here in this connection, I feel like it will break this free and this person will become conscious and aware. But as long as they're feeding energy and, I don't know, telling somebody that they love them or whatever they're telling them, it keeps them complacent in an energy here, and then they just don't want change. They don't have a tower. This person needs to say, you know what? Fuck you. You're not giving me what I want. I feel I'm in a cold room here. Get angry about it. Move forward. And then this person is going to have to get out of their TikTok, you know, and do something about it. And maybe they will, maybe they won't. But as long as this is happening, it's stale. So I think this person doesn't realize the power is actually in their hand. They're giving all their power away here to someone who's not moving forward in this connection, who's not giving them romantic love. We're going to pull one more card here. It is Earth. 24 and the number 5 as well. The frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our great mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. So I feel like this person might be really hanging on to some sort of 5D connection of what's happening spiritually. And what Spirit is saying is come to the reality present. And if you're looking at what you're doing day in, day out, isn't in this earthly plane of what you can do for yourself to move yourself forward towards a romantic love, because if all you're feeling is coldness here, then Spirit really wants you to focus on your day in, day out. What are you doing for yourself to bring that in? Focus on that rather than giving an energetic feeding to some sort of 5D, some sort of energetic cord, some sort of belonging in a place that's obviously making you wait, making you out in the cold, doing nothing but making you more angry, maybe again staying with some other woman here. You're needing to walk away. And even I'm getting, for a lot of you guys, this person is needing to walk away from the other woman here, you know, and go what emotionally fulfills them, which I feel is this connection, because I do feel like there's this love here, this romantic love, but they're not going to do this until this person moves forward. And I keep looking back. They're dependent on some unhealthy devil situation here. Got to break free from the 8 of Swords. You know, their own mental prison here. And really, with the Knight of Swords, this is like facing a challenge. Like, no matter what happens here, if this person doesn't talk to me no more or hates me, I got to break free. Like the Knight of Swords, it's like act now, think later. You know, but they're like, I don't know, they're like, they think this is their wish, their hope. So they got to be like, you know, not causing conflict. But it's like, no, you know, that's not the truth. The sort of truth is in reverse here. It's like, if you want to have your star, your wish, you have to cause conflict here. At least make some movement and speak your truth. I mean, if it causes conflict, then that's fine. And you don't got to cause the conflict. But I feel like, I don't know, they don't want to go through turbulency here. They don't want to cause conflict, but that's how they'll get their star. And I do feel like there's the moon and the stars here. So I feel like there's something very special about this connection that won't see the day of light if this person maintains the empty room, maintains in an empty room looking at the clock. Okay, so this is what I feel here for beautiful pile number 3. If this was your energy, which I feel like it might have been, you might want to go check out another pile to see if your person is in there. I don't know, but yeah, this is what I have here for you guys. Bless you guys so much. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you soon. Bye.